St. Clair Shores, what's going on? Derek here from Simply Home. I'm the broker for the entire state of Michigan, and we are the fastest growing real estate company in the United States. I am back with your June 2025 real estate market update for the city of St. Clair Shores. Let's get into it. So currently in St. Clair Shores, there are 113 homes on the market. For this time of year, we're actually starting to get back to where we would normally be in terms of inventory. We're not there yet. This time of year, if this was like, I don't know, 2015 through 2019, say, we'd have closer to about 175, 180 homes on the market. But we'll take 113. That's much better than where we've been the past several years before this. And in the month of May, there were 79 homes that sold. Now, in the month of May, the average sale price was $260,490. Now, that's down 13% from the month of April, and it's down 6.9% from 2024. Let's talk about that for just a minute, because that's a big drop in average sale price. What I think we have been seeing is, we've seen a gradual decrease in the average sale price for the last, several months, like 8-9 months now. But more importantly, I think what happened was in April, there were several homes that were waterfront homes that sold, like higher end stuff. Like we had a couple $1 million plus sales along Jefferson, and we didn't get those in May. So that's going to account for that big of a drop. I would expect the average sale price to rebound right back in June. We'll see where we're at in about a month when I do the July market update video, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. I don't think that's indicative of a much larger trend or anything like that. I think that's all we're seeing month over month. Case in point, the homes that did sell in May in St. Clair Shores sold for an average of 101.7% of asking price. So we're still getting bidding wars on at least half of the homes that sold. And the average days on market was only 20 days. So it's not like it's suddenly turned into some huge buyer's market and sellers are having a hard time selling their home or anything like that. Homes are selling fast. Just the ones that sold in May sold at a little bit lower of a price point than the ones that sold in April. And currently in St. Clair Shores, we're looking at 1.5 months worth of inventory on the market. So let's dig into those numbers just for a minute, just for an overall, just my assessment of what we're really seeing right now. I know, like nationally, the real estate headlines don't sound great, but typically those are a little bit on the sensational side to begin with, and they don't really take into account what's happening in our local market, which is the only one that I care about. I don't know about you guys, but I could care less that they're having a glut of homes on the market and condos in South Florida, because I don't live there. I don't plan on selling homes there. It is what it is. Too bad, so sad for them. We're not dealing with the same market issues that cities in other parts of the country are. So what we are dealing with here, number one, seasonally, like we're entering the peak selling season for the entire year. Obviously, summer is really our busiest time of year in real estate. But what we're mostly dealing with around here are, interest rates that had dropped down about 6 months ago and bounced back up. The Fed doesn't seem to be in too much of a hurry to drop their prime rate, so I wouldn't expect rates to drop too much here for this foreseeable future, at least the next 2 or 3 months. It does sound like they are committed to dropping rates twice in 2025. We just haven't seen it yet. But the main thing we're dealing with is more inventory than we've had for the past really basically since COVID. This is the most inventory we've seen for this time of year on the market, which is, we needed it. It's a great thing. But what we're not seeing then because of that, because there are more choices for buyers out there, is you're not seeing 10, 15 offers on every house that hits the market and people bidding the prices up like crazy. So it's just only natural that as things kind of get back into equilibrium, what we're seeing is home prices kind of start to kind of settle in, maybe drift down just a tiny bit. But like I said, it's not anything that's super mega indicative of a collapse in the market or anything like that, because it's all supply and demand. and we just don't have the supply that would cause prices to drop. That's kind of what you're starting to see in, like I said, in Florida. You know, I was talking with friends of mine that are agents in Florida, and they're like literally have a year's worth of inventory on the market. St. Clair Shores has a month and a half. So big difference there. And that's what's causing prices to fall there, because people just can't get their houses sold. So, you know, we're not running into the same issues at all. So I would expect things to stay relatively the same for the next couple months. We'll see what happens as we move further, you know, into the fall, things like that. But as of right now, it's on the real estate market side, I'd love to see lower mortgage rates. Everybody would, but we don't have them. Everybody's dealing with the same market forces. It is what it is. But what we are seeing now is it's a much more pleasant experience for home buyers, because you can go out, you can, you know, take your time, you can look at several homes, you can find the right one, the one that's right for you, and then when the time comes, we can, you know, there's a, you know, a 50-50 chance you might even be able to get the price down on it. Like some of these houses, obviously, if the average sale price in St. Clair Shores was almost 102% of asking price, that's because we're getting multiple offers on at least, you know, half of those houses that sold. But the other half, you know, I've been having pretty good success with my buyers that I've been working with of getting the price down, you know, just with the initial offer. So a lot of that depends on the house itself, the number of days on market, things like that. But if you have questions about that, you can always reach out. My direct line, as always, call or text, is 586-491-5622. You can always email me at Werenka@simplyhome.com, or hit me up on any of the socials. I'll respond quick. And as always, thank you so much for watching these videos, guys. I really appreciate it. If there's a topic that I'm not addressing that you'd like to see, just reach out, comment, shoot me a text, whatever, and I'll gladly shoot a video on it. And until next week, we'll see you soon. Thank you so much. If you need anything at all, just reach out, and we'll talk soon, guys. Thank you.